is going on, guys, and welcome to game number 2 of this week's AGN Valorant matchup. And this is going to be a matchup between Gonzo Gaming and Rated. Gonzo is undefeated so far at 4-0, not even losing a single map. Let's see if that momentum can carry them through this week. I am your host, Skids, joined alongside my buddy Morgan. How you doing today?
Doing great, Skids. I think we figured out everything so we can bring a nice, smooth stream for you guys here on game number 2. And it's time to see if Raiden has something in their back pocket. Try and not only take maybe a game off of Gonzo, but can they even take a map off of Gonzo to this point? No one's been able to do it. Mamba Mode got very close 2 times, but Gonzo, they are good in the clutch. They are good when they are blowing you out. They are just a good team.
Yeah, that's just a mixture of everything from their incredible gun skill to their communication and teamwork. We're going to see that at play here as we are starting off into round number 1.
Yeah, and for the map to start things off today, we are here on Binds. If we run down the 2 loadouts, or the 2 rosters the teams have going on, you can see on the defending side, we have Raze, Phoenix, Cypher, Sova, and Brimstone. And then for the attackers, it is Cypher, Sage, Phoenix, Brimstone, and Raze. So very similar. It's just a Sage versus a Sova in terms of what's different. Going to be interested to see if any of those picks end up going crazy. Right now, the attackers setting themselves over by the A side, where you have Moby and his Cypher there on the defensive. The execution about to come through.
We do see a push over into the A side here. A couple shots going down from the Cypher. Rico peek in the corner with the flash. Teammate goes down, unable to get the Cypher, but going to throw a stun over here, putting the bomb down. Getting a little bit of exposure in the corner. Looks like it's going to be a 4v5 situation with Spike down.
Yeah, defenders, they're fast on the rotate. The bomb did get planted, and the Sage wall is up and fortified. In that new patch, it doesn't start at 4,000, but it got all the way up there. It's just been a lot of holes for Drake Speed Pistol. Now over to see the Sage get a quick double kill now, and it is a 4v3, which inside the attackers now have the advantage. But a big kill coming in there. A double from the defense, and just can't quite finish it off. 2v1 now, and he's looking for the ace. Pytronos, he wants it. Last one, and it's an ace in round 1 coming through huge.
That is absolutely beautiful. Starting off strong with all of that momentum. You know, we saw the Phoenix there coming over and flash Pytrop there, but able to get the kill as Phoenix did miss a couple shots. What a strong start for Gonzo Gaming. You know, we talked about maybe being able to take a map, but if you get your Sage on a 5-0 ace round 1, man, that is not the start that you want to see for Rated.
What I did like to see, though, Rated did make it close there. They continued to fight for the site. At a moment, they had the advantage. They had it up 5-4. They just have to find a way to finish it off against the godlike aim they're going to be going up against on this Gonzo team. Now, though, looks like in the second round, they have switched to the opposite side, applying pressure over by B.
We do see a push over on B side. It looks like we do have one player going over towards the A site. They're trying to get a little bit of a right here.
Out of here.
You hear going down for the pressure, and there goes Pytrov. A good trade there coming in from the Cypher to take him out. It is a 4v2 situation here in favor of Rated.
Yeah, really good kill right there from Rated. Knocked down the guy that picked up an ace in the first round, and now they actually have a great chance to turn this. They are still all on pistols, and these guns that we're invested in right now, they're going to have to do something huge, and coming a while up. The double kill, he's up to a triple, and he wants one more. Tapping away now, hunting for the spot, and he is back into a 2v2. There's a chance for a second ace until he gets taken around from the backside. Gonzo, though, now up 2v1 as a rotating Moby. He's going to have to try and retake this site on his own. Only has a grenade left in terms of utility, and the smoke is going to make it even harder to come on the site. Out he comes, tries to flick, it's not going to happen. Gonzo go up 2-0.
Another fantastic rebound from Gonzo there. Down 2-4, but fantastic kills there from the Cypher to get not only the double kill, but pushing forward. And you saw the 2 of them work together to get pressure on the bomb site. There was only one player over on the B site. So after they were able to take that over, it was just too little too late for the Rays to try and swing around on defense.
Yeah, and as we get to see the first full buy coming through, some of those Vandals are popping up. Before the latest patch, it was generally agreed upon the Phantom was the more competitive gun, but a slight buff to fire rate, a slight buff to damage, and people are starting to swear by the Vandal. They're saying it just feels that little bit better. See if anybody can actually find any headshots with it, though. As over the top goes the Sova drone, he gets the information. 3 people hanging around the backside going towards B.
There is a strong push over here. That drone was a fantastic use of intel for the Sova. Sova being able to recon out everybody. You saw the smoke there. The drone is how you're going to get over the smoke and see if you can get any intel on opponents. As they do here, they do get 2 picks on the Gonzo Gaming. A little bit more of a swing over to B side. The defenders are going to try and stay back a little bit. They don't want to push out as Gonzo is just peeking that B long sight right there. You see a recon dart goes out. We're going to try and shoot that down. Don't want to give up too much position here as we are moving on into hookah with a couple shots going down here. Everyone's just gonna run away, kind of respect it and move on.
Out.
Yeah, I like the move to respect it. They already know these guys are really good on the aim, and all of the Molotovs are holding off against Gonzo right now. The 3 surviving members, they are sticking to this B side. They haven't committed to any type of rotate. Maybe now, though, they'll try and creep their way into the teleporter, but the Cypher for Rated is already there, so if they go that way, they might have a nasty surprise. Seems like instead they're going to start pushing in through guard and see what they can find. The ult orb going to be picked up by
You will not kill my ally.
and he's immediately going to pick it up. So now, with 30 seconds remaining, they have to take the site. The flash is in, but shooting right through Joe's gun. It's a double kill for the Sova, and a flawless round for Rated as they get onto the board.
Yeah, fantastic defense there from Rated. You saw Gonzo try to, they picked up the ult orb to give Sage her ult there and get the revive. That was a great idea for trying to push on in. However, it looked like one of the players for Gonzo was doing a little bit of gun swap, trying to trade up with a pickup. But as he was putting the bullet in the chamber, Rated popped out and swarmed the kill there, which just gave them all the momentum. Picked up 1, 2, and then an easy double kill at the very end to give Rated their first round here. So that's a little bit of good momentum for them after those 2 quick and easy rounds for Gonzo.
And if you look at those stats, it's a tale of 2 teams right now. For Rated, they are very even in terms of their KDA across the board. But for Gonzo, it's Governor and Pytrovas at the top, and then they have multiple members that are yet to get a kill so far, but have all the deaths. I mean, it's only 3 rounds in, and one of their guys is 0 in 4 to show how much he has struggled in getting anything to go with those lives. The Cypher cams are going to spot each other out, so they know someone at least is set up inside of A short, and the rotators going to start coming through for the defense. How much can they do? These 2 defending members, they get the first pick for themselves, and how many can they find? There's the second one. That's actually, no, that was a Phoenix also kill. Only 1 kill on the board for Rated, but as Molly comes through, finds their real second one, the plant comes down, but there is a huge man advantage for Rated right now.
Yeah, the bomb is going down there with the Phoenix over in showers and the other 2 over by the A short side. We're gonna see a defensive push up here, a 3v3 situation, so Gonzo does pick up a couple kills with Sova on the other side of the wall here. I believe Sova does not get the kill there. 2 kills coming in for Rated with just a 1-person situation left. Cypher getting the last kill on that Phoenix. That was not the ult that time, that was the actual Phoenix itself and the defuse coming down there. Now, you talked about it again. A couple players from Gonzo are struggling right now to pick up some kills. You did see it again that time. We see T-Dog at 0-3, Rico at 1-5, able to finally pick up a kill, but I was actually talking to T-Dog before this game about the Gonzo squad, and he said that everybody on the team is just doing a good job of picking up the slack when others are down. So I think that they can have 2 guys at top now, but if you get some opponents like this, you're going to have to be good from top to bottom.
Yeah, right now this is seeming like it's going to be a fair fight for Gonzo, more along the lines of their games against Mamba mode, where it went into double digits for both squads. It'll come down to, can they continue to play clutch? Right now, off the bat, you see a wide spread by the attackers. They're going to play for picks. They're just going to try and find someone to knock down and give them an idea of where they want to attack from. But look at the defense. They aren't showing themselves at all, completely set in stone. And still, Gonzo are going to have to be the ones to make the first move.
Yeah, and they are setting stone a little bit farther back. They're not peeking any of the alleys like a B long or a showers or anything like that. So Gonzo obviously does not know this, and it's going to be killing some time while they're going to try and make a push up. So it looks like they are coordinating, all coming on over to B, and we are going to see a push, some through hookah, some through long. Try and get a little bit of intel here with the Cypher as they go through and putting a couple shots down. I think you might be shooting some cameras or shooting some spikes or something on that end, but we do still have 2 of the Rated players over on A. A couple shots are coming down here, so it looks like we may get a rotation over from A and a push from Gonzo coming up here soon with a Sage throwing down slow orb.
Yeah, I like this from Rated. They aren't overcommitting as soon as they hear noise. Like, you have no idea how many guys are actually around here. And here comes the ult that started off. The execute is off. How many can they find? First blood comes through, down on the claw. The brimstone ult does find.
I know exactly where.
On the opposite side, 2 kills come through for Rated. Now they retake the man advantage themselves, but sight still goes over to Gonzo. The governor there trying to push his way through the ball.
Probably a
trap. Gonna run right through and get the kill for him. Back and forth, the trades continue. 1v2, 2v0. It goes the way of Rated, and they will have the lead with 3 straight rounds.
I love the push there from Gonzo, using the ult to get 1 kill, and everyone comes flying in there. And you notice as soon as the bomb went down, I heard a Cypher ult popping, and I think that was great to get some intel on the other team. But look at Rated with all 5 ults on their team. That's going to be big for them with not only the round advantage, but an ult advantage as well. And Gonzo's going to be trying to pick it back up with low econ.
Yeah, really what Gonzo wants to do right now, beyond just trying to get some guns out of the hands of Rated, the one thing Valorant has that CSGO doesn't is you want to try and get some ultimates out of this. Like, if you can force a couple of those ults down before you go back into a full buy, that'll be huge for yourself, as Sukram really wants to try and hold this angle aggressive with the op. I don't think anybody is going to peek onto him, though. But I might be about to cast or curse the Gonzo player who is really thinking about it. Instead, Moby and start things off with that headshot. But Farico, he doesn't end up challenging the op, and he one-taps him. Farico
That's just incredible.
Hit.
That is the one tap, the opposite way you expected to see there, as the raise comes through and gets revenge on Farico there. Not to cut you off, man, but that kind of blew my mind.
No, I'm fine with it. Yeah, that was crazy. I thought for sure that was being hard scoped. The angle was down, but you find that quick peek, you hit your shot with the Sheriff, anything can happen. And so now, already that is huge. You've knocked one guy down. I haven't managed to get any other ultimates out, but maybe, just maybe, if they can find one more pick over here at the B site, something fancy can happen for Gonzo. The execute is on. They're following up these free smokes to try and get the plan, but but can't quite find a second yet. Now with the solo up, is gonna keep Root alive, and there go 2 quick kills. Only one guy goes down for Rated, and they double up the round count.
Yeah, even though Gonzo was able to get the op out of the Cypher's hands, the Rage was right there to pick up the trade on the Phoenix and get the op back in. You saw the op was the last kill for Rated. And another thing was a fantastic use of that Phoenix ult, because he was able to pick up a kill on Sage in his ult form. Then the Breach came over and got a kill on him and got able to get out of there and call out teammates and get the last couple of kills on the Gonzo players.
Yeah, just good coordination from Rated right there. For the Sova ult to come out right as the Phoenix goes down, keeps him from getting pushed too heavily, even gets a kill out of it. So right now the defense is really showing they are a team to be feared. And Gonzo, we might have been hyping them up so much as it's starting to get to their head. Undefeated to this point, you still have to respect the teams you play against. Can they keep this from being too far of a difference going into halftime? They start by pressuring over towards B. They still have one member inside of Hookah, but are they going to actually commit that direction?
It looked like it was going to be a fast push originally there as Raze made her way all the way up into Hookah, but with a smoke down on B1,
jump over!
as Raze getting a pick there and a quick trade coming in. Rico pushing with the flash, get a kill there, gonna put down a little bit of a fire on the backside of the tactical. Another kill, fantastic use. There is a 4-on-2 with a Gonzo push coming in with the bomb plant. A couple rotations. The Raze is actually going back into her spawn and trying to hold an angle on A there.
Needs something big. Almost hits the blind shot. Completely had no idea, but it'll be Farico around the backside to clean it up, and Moby is just gonna run away and try to save. But Farico, after we called him out for a very slow start, gets himself a triple right here to add on to the one tap he had with the Sheriff last round. It seems like he has found his mouse, found his aim, and is starting to be someone that Raid is really gonna have to try and watch out for.
And that is exactly what Gonzo needed there. A fantastic use of the ult. The guys on the bottom, just like you said, are starting to hit their shots, and that's just brilliant play there. A good momentum swing as Raiden had won 4 rounds in a row up into that point, and now we're at a 3-4 match going into round number 8.
interesting little thing there in their strategy. You saw there right at the end, Farico threw away the op to instead pick up a rifle. So I guess from this attacking side on Bind, they have no interest in opping. I mean, they don't have a jet, so you don't get any of those free peaks, so I can understand it. Just usually it's so used to seeing an op is on the ground, you pick that up, you give it to someone. Not going to be happening today for Gonzo. They will be playing full auto from this side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, you said it yourself. Even if they don't use it, they're going to give it to someone else just to save some econ. But if they're going into B here, they don't have to put a long angle. As rated, it's done with letting Gonzo get free hookah. They are going to try and get a little bit of peeks there, gather some intel, and it's still a three-man hold on B as we're going to try and get a push up through hookah. T-Dog does end up taking it here, and we are going to see Gonzo, hopefully for them, get a couple more picks here.
Yeah, Rude, he's getting that adrenaline rush going on, dancing around, bunny hopping in line of sight, and then getting out of the way without taking damage. He got the information, though, that there were multiple people down mid, and now with this Sova Dart, they'll be able to find even more. They know there are still people hanging around by hookah. I don't know if this Shock Dart will find anything, but it'll be a good job of slowing down any push. Most of what they have to worry about, though, is going to be coming in through Garden, through Long. There's still a three-man stack over on that side for Gonzo, and that's where you can expect this coming in from. But the Molly's going to be huge. Farico, though, runs right past it. Going down. Immediately, man advantage is 5v3 now for the attackers with a very low health Sova on the back of sight. Now 5v2 as they continue to just claw through them. Kobe is going to try and find an angle here, but the smoke is covering it up. He has a little bit of a peek though through the wall. Already one of the segments broken. Can he spot anybody out? There might be a Phoenix flash coming his way though. If he's not down, out here comes the Phoenix. Does flash his own member, but Farico, he is just playing all alone. A triple again. And it'll just be Sukram backing away, saving that Vandal, and we'll get tied back up at 4 apiece.
Farico absolutely turning on the Jets there. You know they got to be hype over there. And Gonzo comms going 6 kills in the last 2 rounds. And I was just observing the A site over on the Cypher there for a little bit. Oh, and actually that Cypher does get an exit pick from the TP. It was so hard for him to try rotate on over to A. It looked like their Raze was holding an angle, trying to get a little bit of a defense on the bottom, and was unable to rotate around. And that time, you know, a little exit pick there as the round was still going on. But Cypher, once Raze got taken out, okay, let's try and save. Let's try and get an exit pick here and just hang out around the spawn. But Gonzo, riding the momentum, they won it. They were just chasing right after.
That's Farico from worst to first. Now 8-7-1 on his KDA, topping the lobby, or topping at least his team. And also, yeah, top of the lobby. Most kills in the lobby right now. You can see both sides going full rifle, so we're still in the full buy phase. But a loss here for Rated will break their economy. Maybe after the next round, it will break their economy. So a couple in a row, the momentum could be huge right now if Gonzo can put together a little bit of a streak.
And after a couple consecutive rounds of pushing B aggressively, you do see a split here from Gonzo. We're going to get 2 guys going up in through showers over on the A side. Wire over there for the Cypher. So the 3-2 push. Farico with the ult. Going to try and get a flash out. And find that Cypher. Does pop a trap. Unable to get anything, but gather some intel with the raid on the backside of A here. You're going to see the 2 players on Gonzo, T-Dog, and Farico push back over through spawn side, going back towards B with the teammates.
Yeah, and creeping around B is Petrovos with his Cypher at his hands.
Here.
I don't know, I feel like that ult, that was almost a heat check for Farico right there. That was a whole lot of utility invested for nothing. You can tell he was just confident. Here comes the engage, so a quick one for one trade as 2 members get spotted out, but the revive is going to be available. That one might be a little too close. It's off of the ground, and if he's not careful, he could still get sprayed. Nonetheless, it does get in, so it stays 5v4 advantage towards Gonzo. Good use of the Sage ultimate, and that's a big thing they have over their enemies right now. The Sage is in. It gives you that man differential even after all of the nerfs that continue to hit that agent. The ultimate is just so powerful, they can completely swing them down. Rico now is trapped inside the cage. He's gonna come out, but goes down to Sukram. His body
I know
inside
exactly
the
where you
Traded
are.
right back there by Governor, but time is running out now. The plant has to come down. Moby, can you spot anybody out from heaven? They fake the tap the first time. There goes the damage as Moby gets the kill down on the Governor, but the plant does come through. 3v3 for Root. He's creeping around. U-Haul does not go in. Instead, rotates through the middle of the site. Still can't find an angle, and it stays even manpower for both teams.
Yeah, Rude going in the wide open, unable to find anything because Gonzo is just hanging out and chilling there. Gotta watch out for that Raze. Oh, let's see if she can pick anything up here. I do not see anything coming through the kill feed, but you got T-Dog picking one up here, a 3v2 situation. Good numbers, and good time. The bomb is starting to run out here. Making sure Raze does get one. Gonzo picking up the last two there with the spike down, and a fantastic round pickup there. It was 2 rounds Gonzo, 4 to Rated, and now Gonzo on another 3 swing here to get them back up in the lead.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna call out Perico for questionable use of the ultimate, I think I have to say the same thing over to Moby, because sending that rocket so long range, it's just easy to run away when you're that far away. If he had saved it and thrown it inside of U-Haul, it would have been an easy double kill. That round goes a different direction. You can tell now just how close these are going to be and how important the individual uses of utility will be towards the outcome of this game.
Oh yeah, it's so crazy to see these two evenly matched teams so far, and every single piece of utility matters. It's, as we do talk about it, T-Dog sends over into Raze, up into Hookah. We do have another strong push for B here. Nobody over on A side, but you see the Cypher rotates over to B, and the Sova is actually on A this time around. We're going to see if this push is going to come through on Hookah, if they're going to take a little bit more time. A couple over in Garden, as Sova is going to get a little bit of recon with the drone. He's not going to find anything, so you do see it go in through TP and get shot down. So a little bit of intel as Molly's are coming through, and here comes the push.
Almost color there, and here comes the kill. Perico is the first one. T-Dog finds a headshot, and Claw manages to get one, but they're already there to answer it back. So it is a 4v2. The 2 members defending over by the 8 side now have to go on this flank, and they aren't ready for Perico. Inside a elbow, gets the first one on the Moby, and Wilson speaks for the second. Not even enough time as Governor finds the headshot, and a quick round go over to Gonzo. They have a 2-round lead now. How many is that in a row? I believe 4 in a row for Gonzo Gaming.
Yeah, you are right. 4 in a row there. And look at everybody, except for the bottom 2 there, are positive. Looks like T-Dog is struggling a little bit, but that is okay because Perico has been picking up the pace. We talked about it after about round 5, how 2 players in Gonzo had combined for 1 kill, but you'll love to see that turnaround for these guys here. As the KDs are pretty even across the board, we do have a hard carry from Perico there with the 10 kills. And
revealing area.
The Phoenix.
Looks like it might be a rush down in short as Super gets the first one tap down on the T-Dog. He manages to get 2, but right back comes Perico with Brandon. After it's all said and done, it is a 3v3 trade, 2v2 left on the map, and Rue coming from around the backside with this sheriff, see if he can find anything. They have managed to upgrade 1 man to the Phantom. That is Claw, as he's going all the way around through the CT spawn to get back over by A. The plant will come through, and Perico's going to be able to set himself up perfectly, see if he can catch these last 2 members off guard, but they have to be expecting someone waiting them around this corner. Perico, flash in hand. This will be perfect if they're not ready for it. They are right around the corner for Raiden. Here it comes. He lines him up. He gets the first one, and he finds a second. Petrovic certainly does. And the last 2 members of Gonzo go ahead 7-4 now the rounds count. When it was 4-2 in favor of Raiden, I thought this was an even game, but now on such a heavily defensive-sided map like Vine, this might start running away in favor of Gonzo.
Oh yeah, this is crazy. I mean, look at that teamwork and communication there to know that the 2 players were going to be coming in through spawn side. I mean, they rotated out at a perfect flash over there from Perico, being able to get 2 of them, pick off the kill, and they both swung together for the trade there. That's what you love to see in Valorant, that a lot of people just need to figure out, if you're going to play at a competitive level like this, is team communication.
Early Boombot is going to get the information.
Joke's over! You're dead!
But not a lot of pressure to follow it up. And here comes the ultimate. I don't know which Phoenix it is. Both of them have it. I believe it will be Raikou that's coming forward right now. What can he have? Or what can he probably check that? Aggressive all the way through U-Haul, but no one there to answer. So again, the ultimate not really able to find anything, but good information in the moment, at least on where some of these members of the attacking side are. Right now, though, the Sova judge, he has no clue that someone is hanging around inside of U-Haul. See where he places this crosshair. He pushes forward. Around the corner he comes. He goes for the pre-fire, but is already beat right there. T-Dog gets another kill for himself, and manage going towards the side of Gonzo. T-Dog going to follow up and through the teleporter, and it's a full push back over towards T-Dog. The Brimless is going to be huge. The force
open up the sky.
The Sova dirty state slow almost gets in the middle of no man's land, but just managing to escape.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Now Ronnie's to try and do something huge as Moby hits one with the and he finds another, not quite yet.
You love
No
to see those
charges
ults
left.
coming in as Gonzo with a coordinated push here. Ray still has her ult. Spike is down. So if they realize that the players are back in the spawn, you can make something happen, but they don't even need it. For Rico and Silva are able to pick up 2 easy eliminations there, and Ray popping ult into the sky just because she could as a round switch. It is going to be 8-4 at halftime here.
Yeah, and on a defensive-sided map, having a 4-round lead going into the defensive side, Gonzo are looking very clean right now. The early push we saw coming out of Rated is just nowhere to be seen now. They're really going to have to be putting together something interesting, and especially since it is a double Sentinel setup for Gonzo. They were doing that with less aggressive agents. They have the Sage and the Cypher to just waste time now. Going to be very hard to find your way onto site.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see how Gonzo can take these engagements, because basically every engagement they took there was a 5v3 or a 5v2. But like you said, a very defensive map here in Bind. If they can hold off and with a special wall from Stage or an intel from Cypher, they can get the numbers to their advantage here. Trying to pick up some econ, trying to pick up a couple kills with this round. You're going to see a little bit of a push into B, moving up into Gardens, a couple in Hookah, and look at the Rays swinging around back through spawn. A tripwire back there from Cypher, so she's got to be careful about that, and Clock putting down some smokes for Rated. Going to try and get a push over here into the bomb site.
Looks like they're going to start the execute coming from Garden. There's no one inside of Elbow right now, so they can continue pushing forward. Nature Boats is all worried about Hookah with his teammates, but Root is already onto the site, so they have them pinned inside Hookah. But busting out come the members of Gonzo. It's a double kill as the Sage wall falls, and now who is the one inside the finish track? Turning it right back around. T-Dog spraying in on site. It's a 5-3. Greatest trying to do their best. Purple back. There goes 1 and 2. T-Dog gets another one onto the board, and the last man in the back of the corner, T-Dog, gets one more. It is a flawless round on the pistol for Gonzo.
Man, that was a great push there from Gonzo. Sorry about that. My stream was lagging a little bit there, but you were a fantastic picking up the work there. So you saw that they had been pinched inside of Hookah there, but able to get a couple picks was Gonzo, and then push everybody up in from there.
Yeah, they had a moment where it was really a 5v3 going towards Hookah, but as soon as that Sage wall fell, the members of Gonzo sprinted out. I think really surprised the people of Rated that were hanging around outside. They didn't expect to get pushed, and it's basically a free double kill. From there, it turns around. Instead of being pinned inside Hookah, the attackers are pinned inside site, and with the 5v3, very hard to fight back against. T-Dog gets himself a couple kills. Again, the pressure is going to be heading over towards B right now, but for Rico with the Spectre, right down at the first one in C long and gets even more damage taken away. There's the 4v4 going into sight. This spray continues. There's just an entire blender over here inside of Garden as Mason finds one more for himself. The damage going both ways right now as another trade happens. 3v2, 3v1 as the grenade picks one up for T-Dog. And last guy's going to be Sue from inside of Garden. Where do you even go from here? Blocked off by the smoke. 1v3 and the bomb is inside of sight. He's going to have to try and find a way to take it. Does have the camera, does have the trap, but he'll go down to T-Dog, and it is the 10th double-digit round now for Gonzo.
Yeah, once it gets down to a 1v3 situation like that, there's not a whole lot you can do with the bomb down. You can try and fake out with a TP and wrap around and get a kill, but even that's not going to match up against these two Gonzo members. I'm really looking to see if Rated can win a couple more gunfights here, because Gonzo has not been missing their shots here. Incredible work from them to get push and pressure on that round.
This goes here.
Yeah, I'm really waiting to see. They have not had any success from the attacking side. Everyone has gone down to negative now. Sukram still trying to do his best, but as we mentioned earlier, the 4 rounds in a row that they managed to pick up for Rated, there's just been nothing to that extent yet, and they're going to try and change like that can fix things up. The execute going over towards A. They have a man waiting inside of Newton Hall, and they pick up a kill on him. The flash bumps in for Root, and he does find out the governor. So that's a 5v4 advantage, and they're already on the site, already have the plan down. How many can they turn this into? Rico's gonna try and find the target in the back of sight. He finds one, can't quite get the second as Rude is around the corner. Double kill there for Gonzo. At the same time, double kills are owned by Rated. One man advantage towards Rated as Sukram almost burns down, but just manages to stay alive, and now does the Sage alone. That Judge can melt through a team, but you have to get up close and personal. The Stinger a little bit better at range. See if he can find a couple kills. He might be running out of time to get to the fuse, but at least trying to get a little bit of the autonomy out of the hands. Gets one, traded back, and for the first time in a long time, Rated gets themselves around.
That was 8 rounds in a row for Gonzo. Rated needed something to happen there. Now, only down 5. They still have a lot of work to go here. I do like that play from the Sage there. Knowing you're down in the numbers advantage, you have a gun in your hand. We're going to try and get a swing there. Great use of the defensive angles for Rated, holding not only the A long, but also up into the Heaven and Showers area. But Sage was able to get a kill on the Cypher, get a little bit of econ out of the hands.
Revealing area.
Out comes the early recon bolt from the Silver spot. Anybody out inside the A site, that's going to be put inside of Showers. He pops one head onto Governor. This is a great start for the side of Rated. How many can they choose?
We do see a couple shots going down on the A side. It is a party over on A with a very aggressive push. You're going to need to get a rotation over there if you're Gonzo. You have 3 defenders on that side. It is a raise against the world, and that raise does go down. Now Rated has all the time right now if they want to get the bomb down. Gonzo pushing in through the TP into Showers. Sage getting a knockdown there. Phoenix gonna try and get the trade here. You do see Farico getting Sukram there, so it is a 2v3 situation with the bomb down. You do see Rude trying to push in through U-Haul. Both of Gonzo players over in Showers. Gonna put a couple shots in through the smoke. We do see some good angles coming in from Rated. Just hanging out there. Farico, you gotta make a push here soon.
Going up.
Out a flash. See if we can make any connections here. Flash is kicking. Shots are going down. 1 player down, and Gonzo is eliminated there. Back-to-back rounds for Rated. A good team round for them.
Yeah, huge play coming out of Rude right there at the end. Ends up getting a triple kill over the course of the rounds. But I really liked, after they got that plant down, where the side of Rated set themselves up post-plant. You have 1 guy on the back of sight and 2 moving towards A short. They knew exactly where Gonzo was going to be pushing from. And with that open plant from A short, you can just spray it down. It would have been very hard to get that without finding all 3 kills. Clean play out of Rated, but they're going to need a few more in a row to make this a real game.
So we're at this point where Gonzo's got it pretty good. Obviously, it ain't over till the fat lady stinks, but do you think that part of these rounds are trying to just get some comms together, trying to get some momentum going into map number 2? Or do you think, I mean, obviously they're still going to fight, but this is a chance where you could try a couple different strategies going into the next map.
I mean, I know right now for Rated, they haven't given up at all. With this round being an eco for Gonzo, they can turn it into 7-10, and you never know what'll happen. But I don't think Gonzo is going to be messing around with things close, especially since this is already probably a bit closer for comfort than they want. In comes the push, though, and it's immediately a double kill for Rated. They have the advantage. Those guys is best, but it's traded right
Your
back.
duty
Back to
is not
Gonzo
over.
with the Sheriff. Double kill and a revive. That's a great and swing before he goes down to Judge. Now, instead of being 4v2 advantage towards the attack side, only a 2v2 even play, and the bomb is down inside the smoke. Judge needs to get some information with that Sonar. He can't quite find it, and Moby is getting packed away from inside of Buka. This is all of a sudden a completely different situation. The spike gets picked up, though, and he can go for this flank, goes for the teleport, and the A side is open for the moment. Moby's going to have to take a much longer flank around, so the defense will get there first. Does Judge go for the plant, or does he try and find these picks on the rotating defensive members? Well, you're going to have to see.
We have 19 seconds left on the clock. Gonzo with establishing a position over on A and over in Heaven. You see a little bit on the Molly going down. Gonna put the plant over in the corner. If you're Gonzo, you have to know that that's coming. You see it going down. Getting a pick on the Cypher. Cypher does get a pick there, but Ray gets eliminated. And Moby coming in clutch with that finishing kill with a long flank. You mentioned he had a long way to go. I'm surprised that he was able to get over there in time. And the Cypher planted the bomb in the perfect situation where Moby was able to pop out of the shower and surprise Gonzo with the elimination.
Yeah, huge win right there for Rated to keep their streak alive. But they were going up against Stingers and Sheriffs, and it came down to a 1v1. Patrobos gets double 1-taps and the revive down. that almost completely changed the state of that map. Rated, you got to feel lucky to get out of that one alive. As they were going to start by throwing the boombot over towards Hookah. The bomb is by a short. They need at least 2 more, I think, but suddenly the more they get in a row, I'm starting to believe more.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Yeah, we do see Farico holding down that Hookah site. Rude, unable to connect with anything on a site. The ult getting taken out there as he does hit a tripwire, so we'd get a little bit of intel here. We do get a push through the B side, a little bit of a decoy. Fantastic op there from Petro. He gets a couple picks last round and getting an op there into Hookah. Now that's got to scare Rated a little bit moving on in here. All of utilities here with the wall and a couple slows. Petro's going to rotate around and see if he can get another angle. You still see the 2 players over on A for Gonzo. You got to be aware of a possible late rotation as Claw and Co. do seem to be peeking over that way with the spike.
Yeah, no flinch at all. When they had that Phoenix ult going towards the A site, no one from B moved. And then once they had a little bit of pressure over by the B site, only one guy has flanked across, but that could be enough. There's going to be a lot of pressure on the Governor now to try and hold his own. He does have the camera, but in he executes that ult. Down. The ult is in. Can he find anybody with it? No, and instead it's a kill the other way. Good shot right there to take down Governor, and we're doing 4v4.
Prepare for hellfire!
Time to go down, and the ult goes the opposite direction. It blocks them up. They can't get through. That'll guarantee the plant, guarantee a nice setup, but a kill there by Thornton picks up the advantage over towards the defensive side. Now, which way will this kill inside of U-Haul go? It's a trade, but off the top rope goes T-Dog. The last man standing is raised in the back of sight. That's going to go down as well. T-Dog makes a huge play, and Gonzo back onto the board up to 11.
Fantastic round for both teams. I absolutely love that ult play there. You notice that the Cypher was eyeing down by TP on A side, and Gonzo had that ult ready. So as soon as Cypher spotted someone, boom, we were putting down the ult, trying to get a kill. Unfortunately, they were unable to get any kicks there, but that held them off enough so that they could get the rotation over on A. And then on the other side, Rated used their ult to pinch Gonzo on the rotation, so it gave them a little bit more time to push through, and they did get the bomb plant down, but you did see a fantastic play from T-Dog on Gonzo's side to get a spike up and a kill with the raise. That was just fantastic use of economy on everybody.
Smokes down.
Now you have a 3-man stack turning into a 4-man stack down A short. Down from the break. So here it comes. Governor tag down to HP. 8 HP immediately, but a double kill coming through from the grenade there by T-Dog. That is how you shut down a fast push. Moby's going to be hit by the tracking guard as well, so that's exactly where he is. Rude just can't quite find it, and the grenade again going to do a whole lot of damage. That time it's on to Rude, kicked all the way down to 43. Judge is going to get some information for himself, but Governor found the kill onto Moby. It is 5v2,
Revealing
and
area.
it looks like we're going to be headed to map point now for Gonzo.
There it is. Wow, that grenade in from T-Dog really changed the entire dynamic right there. And he almost got a 3rd kill with the 2nd grenade on the Phoenix. I mean, that was part skill, part planning, part just a Hail Mary, and it worked out in Gonzo's favor.
If I can go back, be a little bit of an analyst, if you remember that double 1-tap with Sheriff when he got all those kills, gave his team the chance to knock down 4 members of Rated when they were on the eco. If that doesn't happen, Rated would have been able to fool by that last round, and it could have gone either direction. Instead, they are forced down to the economy, and they can't fool by until we are all the way up to map point. Now they're just trying to play for overtime, and they need to try and find at least something with this Sova ult. Nothing comes through, and they are going to be down a huge piece of utility now.
Now with the only ult on their side being the Cypher, you're gonna have to use it. If not here, try and maybe get something out next round, but we do have 2 ults on the Gonzo side with a Raid and a Phoenix. Can use strategically. Petrov unable to pick up the kill with the op there, but we have seen him get something in Hookah. This exact situation.
Joke's over! You're dead!
With the impact kill on the op, especially tossing a fly, unaware of the player right behind him for Rico. Doesn't get anything there, but now knows that there are 3 players there, and Rude is going to try and get a flash counter the other way as the stage puts down a slope, so Rude is unable to get through safely. Two of the Raider players come through TP. A hard rotation open for A. One showers, two over on the U-Haul side, and Gonzo is also rotating back through spawn to try and hold some time easier than Gonzo down in a 4v4 situation. Here comes that Rezo on a bomb site. Unable to pick anything up there. Petro with another op kill. Rico with an impact kill on the Phantom, and it is now a 4v2 situation. Rated has got to make something happen here if they have any chance remaining. Scythe going, getting that kill, but traded right away. Impact kill through the wall, and that is going to be all she wrote. Gonzo Gaming going to be pulling out the win on Vine with 13-7.